is up, YouTube? This is your boy Chrome Dome, freshly shaved. I got a little nick on the top of my head, so that kind of hurt. Did it yesterday. I was putting septic tanks together because I work at a plumbing supply place. It is 6:30 in the morning, and I don't know how I have this much energy, but whew, I love ADD, right? Speaking of being excited and having energy this morning, today's a good day. I'm alive. My kid and my wife's healthy. I'm okay. I'm healthy too. And we're getting the exhaust done on this bitch today. Yes, sir. It's happening. So, I finally got the money to do it. We're doing it. It's custom exhaust, headers, exhaust piping, muffler. It's going down today. He's excited too, huh, Mason? Yes, sir. So I'm going to give you guys a little demonstration on how this truck sounds. I'm going to pull it out and it'll kind of be the before and after for the truck, for the exhaust. I just got to mount it over here on the wife's car real quick and we'll be good. So that's the exhaust, stock heads, cats, stock white pipe, with a Flowmaster dumping out right at the bed. So gonna be pretty significant change for pretty significant change in sound for this thing, especially when it gets cammed, because for now all I plan on doing is cam and heads. That other motor, there's another story behind that. I'll explain it later time. So yeah, next clip will be at the muffler shop. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I really wish I didn't have to drop it off and I get it the same day, but they're kind of backed up right now. So what's gonna end up happening is I'm gonna take the truck there. The wife's gonna pick me back up, bring me back to the house, and then I gotta take the Jeep and go to work. I still gotta work, people. You know, this YouTube thing ain't easy right now. Yeah, says, yeah. What do you think, Mace? You want the truck to go loud? Vroom vroom? Yeah, you like louder trucks? Huh, tell him, say, I like louder trucks. So basically what's gonna happen is the guy is going to do it on his spare time. He said most likely it'll take about 2 days. The only hard part for him is going to be making the Y pipe and cutting the bed exhaust. Like I said, I'm dumping it to the outside of the bed, so we got to make a hole in the bottom part of the bed. He said he might have to go from 3 to 2.5 back to 3 out, but I told him as long as it's not going to really restrict airflow a lot, we should be good. I thought I was stopping. So other than that, I mean, I should have it made get off early and come get it Friday. But yeah, I mean, it's just down the road from my house, so we'll see, guys. So basically what's gonna happen is the guy is gonna do the truck when he gets the chance, kind of on his spare time. I did a deal with him, so he said, I'll get to it when I get to it, but it should only take me 2 days. So I was thinking maybe Friday, the latest. Man, the struggles of holding a camera and shifting at the same time. Stuff ain't easy. I don't know why I keep saying easies. So just like that, truck's at the exhaust shop. Wife came and picked me up. I don't know what he does. He's just some weird midget we picked up. See? He just talks random nonsense. I don't even know what he's talking about. So guy said, I told him, I said, as long as it's done by Friday, I really don't care. And he said, okay, yeah, it should be done by then. Because I have to take it to Tony's house Saturday to start working on that corner where the door's not closing. I gotta start working on that. Wife's texting while somebody's trying to merge, so it's kind of scary right now. But no, she doesn't text and drive, it's okay. So, next clip should be the day of. I'll figure that out later, and when we get the truck. So, see ya.
Not really.
So, just like that, exhaust is at the, or truck's at the, fuck, I messed that up. And we're back. 5 days later, my buddy Corey picking me up. Going to take me to get the truck now. I'm pretty excited. Truck's all done. It looks great. What do you think? You think it's gonna be loud? Yeah. I'm thinking so. The guy told me that. I said, "Am I gonna get pulled over? This new California too loud bullshit?" And he goes, "No, you shouldn't be pulled over for that. You might get pulled over if you go through an inspection for cats." I said, "Well, I'm not too worried about that, but we'll see. I mean, if it's not that loud, we're all good, but I'm hoping it's just a good little rumble." So we're on our way there right now. Check in right as soon as we get there. That's so much more badass. You gotta love the zip ties, huh? Oh yeah.
So you might want to get, they sell the boots.
It looks like a knock sensor wire. I think that's what he said. But that's freaking sweet, dude. Oh, you can't see shit on here.
Right now, like that, or
muffler probably of all time, it's going to be a V6. And so you go 4-inch with like a magnaflow muffler. We actually did one where we had to put 2 mufflers, right?
Yeah, we went with the
Short one, new
14
one.
and then 21, and then
Okay, so now that I'm all comfortable and not on the road and I can talk about this, what happened was what we're going to start out with, Tony told me that the pins in the truck, which are known for going bad, the door pins, any Chevy guy out there could tell you, hey, door pins, replace them. They suck. They make the door sag. Sometimes the door pops. Chevy's door pins suck butt. Like butthole. They suck it, and it's nasty. He said we'll try those with the bushings first, because those, they're bad. I've got some doors at my dad's, the same door or the same truck I got the tailgate off of. I don't know if they'll work or not. You guys, Chevy guys, you can tell me in the comments if they work or not. I believe his truck is a 96 or 7 is the Vortex style. Same body style, but I know the doors on the inside, the controls are different for the up-down windows and the locks and everything. Those are bad. But I think my dad's got some other doors on a different truck. That's like an 88, so I think those might work too. We go get those at the end of the month. And then the exhaust. So the exhaust is good. It's done. It fits. It's great. Guy told me that the motor mounts are just about toast. They're all the way flat. If I bring them up, the headers will have a little more clearance because he had to cut the top of the control arm off. Or trim it. Sorry, not off. He had to trim it. But I was thinking of going uniball uppers and lowers anyways. That'll be down the road. Probably in a year or two. And then what was the other thing he told me? Oh, I had to tighten the header bolts when I take the truck out and about and do its thing, whatever. I need to get something to tighten them down, and they had to use a different bolt, I guess, on one of them. So they're not all the same. But, this guy went out of his way to make this stuff work. He said sometimes the ones that irritate him the most and, piss him off the most that don't want to work are usually his best work. And damn it, this thing is awesome. I am so happy with the way it came out. It sucks because it's raining right now, and that thing is so low geared that first is pretty much useless in the rain, or at all. It's mainly for towing. And second, man, it's just gone. When I took off, I wasn't even trying. And when I left the exhaust shop, came around the corner, gave it a little gas, and there's first. Spun. Put it into second. Maybe, hey, take a foot off the throttle, let it feather it a little bit. Nope. Put a little bit of throttle in it. Spin. Got to third, little spin, kind of feathered it, and it worked. So, I had my buddy Corey with me, obviously, and he was doing I think he was trying to film it, but I was spinning the whole time. I couldn't catch up to him. But he said in third, when I flew by him at the end, he said it sounded freaking badass. So I love it. It's so much different of a sound for that thing now than it was before. Before it was just past the cab. So here's the cab. It was like right here. Well, over here, under the bed, and just, not dumped down or anything into a Flowmaster 40 series. This thing's got long tube headers, custom Y pipe, into a Flowmaster 10 out the side. It sound bitchin'. Yeah. So It's so much better. I love it. It came out so much better than I thought it was gonna be. That first little rasp makes it sound so badass. I'm in love with it. So guys, if you need anything and you're in Ceres, California, Mitchell Muffler, they'll do work for you. I mean, you guys can hear it. It sounds great. I won't take anything else to anybody. I'll go straight to them every single time, you know. Shout out to Jeremy, man. Sounds freaking awesome. It's a little loud, but it sounds good. Woohoo, bitch. Oh, I love it. So now we're on our way to my president's, not Donald, but my president of the club, Tony. We're on our way to his house so he can look at this bent cab, see if we can do something about it. He's also the one that's gonna paint it. Gotta take it easy. Now we can open her up. Oh, it's amazing what the little things can do to make you so much more happy driving a vehicle. This truck's never put this kind of smile on my face. That exhaust note is just awesome. It's a little raspy when you first get into it in the lower gears, but it's so cool. Oh man, nothing beats it. So obviously the plan changed. As you can see, I just said cammed. I'm going to cam the motor that's in it, the throttle body injector motor. I've already got rid of that disgusting Y pipe that Chevy thought was so cool to come out with, which is garbage. So there's a little bit of air restriction gone. Now I've got a lot more airflow. But this is going to have not a big old blah, 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 blah cam. It'll be a nice cam. It'll be a noticeable cam. I'm just going to throw the intake, the not throttle body, the carburetor and the air filter I have for the other motor. I'm going to throw it on this motor and then just get some, I don't know, get some old iron heads that are done up. Maybe someday down the road, do some aluminum heads. But for now, I'll probably just use some iron heads and build them up a little bit. Because Vortec heads, I was going to go that route, but you have to do some machining to the intake. And I don't know of a good machine shop around here, and I don't really want to pay for it because I'm kind of turning into my wife where I'm being a tight ass about my money. Especially for this truck, I'm trying to spend it on stuff I actually need. But man, that thing cammed is going to be just, it's going to sound great. I had so many people's attention today. Driving around, I'd look over and they're staring at me. I'm like, yeah, look at this. This is cool. Oh, man, it's so cool. So like I said, we're on our way to Tony's. He lives down Crow's Landing. So it's a little bit out there. And then I got a meeting tonight with the club. So enjoy the ride. So if you can see, that's one of the issues right there. The door is rolled forward. When it got hit, it rolled. Oh, by the way, we're at Tony's. That's one of the reasons it won't close. That, and we're thinking I need new pins and hinges We'll see. I don't know. So obviously the plan changed. As you can see, I just said cammed. I'm going to cam the motor that's in it, the throttle body injector motor. I've already got rid of that disgusting Y pipe that Chevy thought was so cool to come out with, which is garbage. So there's a little bit of air restriction gone. Now I've got a lot more airflow. But this is going to have not a big old blah, 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 blah cam. It'll be a nice cam. It'll be a noticeable cam. I'm just going to throw the intake, the not throttle body, the carburetor and the air filter I have for the other motor. I'm going to throw it on this motor and then just get some, get some old iron heads that are done up. Maybe someday down the road, do some aluminum heads. But for now, I'll probably just use some iron heads and build them up a little bit. Because Vortec heads, I was going to go that route, but you have to do some machining to the intake. And I don't know of a good machine shop around here, and I don't really want to pay for it because I'm kind of turning into my wife where I'm being a tight ass about my money. Especially for this truck, I'm trying to spend it on stuff I actually need. But man, that thing cammed is going to be just, it's going to sound great. I had so many people's attention today. Driving around, I'd look over and they're staring at me. I'm like, yeah, look at this. This is cool. Oh, man, it's so cool. So all in all, I am ecstatic to have this thing back, man. I'm just so happy. They knocked it out of the park past my expectations. Not too worried about cops saying it's too loud. Maybe when I'm getting on it in second, it'll be loud at first and second, but I'm typically not in first and second. I can control that a little better. I can only imagine what it sounds like cammed, man. That thing's going to be so cool. So now that I'm home, I'm going to play some Apex Legends. Man, this game is so cool. I'm going to end this video right here. Comment, like, subscribe, dislike, leave me some feedback, what you think about these videos. Other than that, guys, have a great day. Stay cool, and I'll see you next time.